Aries, welcome to your 5 card movie star spread. As per usual, you can click right on that description box below, and it will talk about the significance of the spread as well as the placement of each card. Here we are. Painful endings, but you're accepting it and moving on. It's that simple. You're still feeling the pain. Okay, you're still feeling the pain of some things that have recently happened, or you're still going through it. But you're at the point where you're like, whatever, I accept what this is, I'll deal with what I have to deal with, and I'm going to move forward. So right next to the Knight of Swords, your antagonist, which is that boom, moving forward motion. Now we have the Knight of Wands. This is the guy who comes in and makes quick changes and doesn't really think about the consequences. They just move forward. Um, I make a joke whenever I do, like, if it turns out to be a romantic read or a love read, I say this is the guy who rides into town with his dick in his hand. Because that's exactly what it is. This person's like, I'm just going to do what I want to do. I'm going to feel my way through it, and then I'm going to leave because the consequences aren't important right now. And then this person is just charging through full force no matter what. Just power, moving forward. This is literally a show of force, and this is a action with a lack of consequence kind of mentality. So you're like, yeah, you know what? There is a painful ending. This does hurt. This did hurt. This, whether you're going through it or it, the worst has already happened. You hit rock bottom in a certain area, not your whole life, but one particular thing just kind of it fell apart. It hurt, and you're accepting it and moving on. You don't have a plan though. Okay. You have the force. You have the willpower. You have the action. Okay. You don't care how you get the job done. You just want to move on from the situation. But you don't have a plan of action. You don't have a strategy. You don't have a way to manage the situation. You're just feeling it out as you go, which is fire signs like to do that a lot. I'm a Sagittarius, so I feel you on that one. Sometimes you just have to start getting everything rolling and figure things out as you move forward. But the outcome here is a lack of communication or lack of clear vision of new growth. So, what I would say, Aries, is I get that you want to move away from this really fast, and I understand that you have the determination. But without the know how, I would say slow down because you don't want to miss an important step along the way. Huh. Aries. You guys are tough mothers, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, see, there's no roadmap, there's no control, and there's no recipe for the outcome. So, how are you going to begin to juggle if you don't know what it is you're juggling? You know? It's almost like I want to say you're operating with your lizard brain. This doesn't feel right. I'm going to go. This is what I like to call the people call it the fight or flight syndrome. I call it the fuck flight or flight syndrome. And you can take the fuck a lot of different ways, okay? That sounds bad when I say it. You could just be like, fuck it. You know what I mean? Fuck it. I don't care. And I move on. But if you do that, if you just walk away from it, Aries, eventually something's going to come back around. We have to process these things. We have to think of these things. We have to ask ourselves, why did this happen for us? We have to learn a lesson and move on. Other words, we are destined to repeat the same mistake over and over. That was just exactly what the Pisces read was all about. And you don't want to be there, okay? We're fire signs. We don't want to deal with that. Or there's that fight or flight. So what this happened is so bad that you want to move away from it so quickly, you might miss a step in healing, right? So take the time to heal, you know? You don't have a victim mentality about this. You're not like, why did this happen to me? You're like, shit happens. You know what I mean? Like that's the kind of attitude I get from this. You're like, this is life. I'm just going to go do something new. There's a lesson to be learned here, and you have to seek out that lesson, Aries. Other words, you are determined to make the same mistake and feel the same pain all over again. If you move forward too quickly, like I said, you don't know where you're going with it. You don't have the recipe to find a solution to the problem, and you don't even know what you're juggling. How are you going to move past it? The thing is, you're not. You're going to bury it in the dirt and you're going to walk away and it's still going to be there. And then one day, that's going to be an issue. So be careful what you bury because it might be a seed and it could grow. Look for the lesson that brought you this pain and figure out what you did that attributed to this. And I get it. Sometimes shitty people just do shitty things. So the whole 100% responsibility isn't yours, you know? But maybe a portion of it is. Maybe you didn't maintain good boundaries. Maybe you didn't speak up earlier when you should have spoke up. Find out what that was and see if you can learn a lesson from it. I hope you found a message that serves your highest good. I hope you figure out this lesson so you don't ever have to go through the process again. And I will see you next week.